Hi there, Ellwood City fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania. We're going to be battling the music here for a little bit as it's down to 20 seconds before the 6 o'clock hour here in local time, Eastern Time. My name is Brad Windhorst alongside Dakota Marshall for Ellwood City Sports. Tonight we bring you live coverage of girls volleyball. It is your Ellwood City Wolverines taking on the Mohawk Warriors. Both these teams come in with aspirations of playoffs, and both these teams are right in the thick of the things. Third place is Ellwood City, sitting there at 5-3, and then on the flip side, or the flip of the script, Mohawk is sitting there at 3-5. We'll put those standings up on your screen now. Little changes here and there, but they were all non-conference games Monday night. Neshannock won their non-conference game, so they improved to 8-1. And then Mohawk had a non-conference game. They lost theirs, and then they fall to 5-6. So there are your standings on your screen right now.
Standings for the varsity level.
Yes, standings for the varsity level. Ellwood City, Shenango, and Mohawk kind of in a battle there for that 3-4 seed because they only take the top 4 teams. But before we get to varsity level girls volleyball tonight, we do have the JV matchup. Those who are looking for the varsity matchup, that will be approximately 7:30 tonight. We'll see, give or take a couple minutes. Sometimes it's 15 minutes, and sometimes it's almost a whole half hour. So we'll give and take. We'll see what happens here, but we will bring you girls JV volleyball first. Once again, folks, you can catch all of our live streams on our networks across the board for Ellwood City Sports. You can go on YouTube and type in Ellwood City Wolverines, or you can just, subscribe and turn on your notifications, and every time we go live, you'll be notified as long as you keep that bell on. You can check us out on Facebook as well as Twitter, X, whatever you want to call that thing now these days. We do a lot of our posts out there and a lot of things that sometimes we don't always talk about on the broadcast. Finally, you can check us out on our website, www.ecwolverines.com.
All right, starting lineups for the Ellwood City Wolverines. I see number 13, Dakota Hicks, number 7, Elsie Sturgeon, number 8, I believe, Peyton Lockie, number 10, Lena Lucarelli, number 20, Ava Lucarelli, and who's in the front center? I can't see.
Number 4, and that will be Emma Shafley.
So on the flip side for the Mohawk Warriors, we have number 22.
That will be Taryn Smith.
Number 1.
That is Marley McBride.
Number 18.
18 is Emma Drusel.
Number 14.
Number 14, I do not have.
Number 8.
Number 8, do not have.
And number 21.
And number 21, Reagan Magno. So we'll try to get names for you. We do have a short and abbreviated varsity level. I have a feeling Mohawk did not supply a JV1. We are underway here.
So
Lincoln
Dakota
High School
Hicks
Big Gym
with the first serve, and the Warriors get it over. Elsie Sturgeon to Hicks, back to Ava Lucarelli, but met at the wall. Point Warriors.
Mohawk Warriors in their red and white road jerseys. Ellwood City in the white and blue. Tonight is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so Ellwood City sporting the pink jerseys, warm-up jerseys on top. We have our first substitution. That's going to be number 5 coming in. That's Ava Pizzolo.
And number 1 will be serving for the Warriors.
And that's Marley McBride. Good serve there to Elsie, up and over, but out of bounds. That's going to make the early score here 2-0 in favor of Mohawk. So back-to-back weeks here, Dakota. We have a live bench. Every point scored by Mohawk. I like it. Last week we had Beaver Falls. Now Mohawk getting in on the action on the bench line. I like it.
Sturgeon
off that front line. It hit the net and came down in front of Dakota Hicks. Unfortunately, he just swung and missed. And just like that, it's a 3-0 early lead. For those who are new to JV, it's best of 3, so they play 2, win 2 sets. You're great. Go to 25, win by 2 in those sets.
Dakota Hicks to Lena Lucarelli. She gets it up and over.
Set up here by the Mohawk Warriors. Just an up and over play, and unfortunately a scramble, but give credit to Frenetti and Dakota Hicks. Right. Good strike and find there by number 5, Ava Pizzola. It's down, and just like that, it's early. 4-0 lead for the Warriors.
I will say that's a new libero we're seeing for the Wolverines and Nina Frenetti.
Yeah.
It's usually Genevieve Miller, I think, for JV.
Yep. A little change up here. We like it. Sometimes we like to see rotation. Back row here, Elsie sets it up here. Front row, Dakota gets it up and over by Lucarelli. Now the back row here. Set it up, organize our Mohawk. Back to Elsie Sturgeon. Now to Dakota Hicks. Up there, punched up and over by Shafley. Mohawk taking their time here. Got to get it up and over, and they do. Fernity sets it up here now for Hicks. Up there for Lucarelli, who will just slap it up and over, but out of bounds once again. And that's going to be a point, and that's quickly 5-0 in favor.
5 straight points for the Warriors.
Yeah, not the start that this JV team
Almost
is looking for.
every single one of them going out of bounds off the Wolverines.
Yep.
And ball falls into the net.
I like to call that
point
one.
Wolverines.
I'm going to call that a jinx by Dakota. I'm going to give it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to have a tally. We're going to have a tally of all the jinxes on this season. That's the first one for Dakota.
Now serving number 10, Lena Lucarelli.
Line drive serve out of bounds possibly, but off of the Warriors' defense. It's going to go out of bounds. So a little bit of luck on the side for the Wolverines. We'll take it, though. It is now 5-2, back-to-back points here for the Wolverines.
Lena Lucarelli with the serve once again.
And freshman, 5'6", blocker here for the Wolverines. Off the rafters, still in play. Nice play there by number 22. We'll give credit to her. That was Taryn Smith.
Elsie gets it up and over.
Warriors will scramble here. Taryn Smith gets it up once again. There is number 5, and that was Pizzolo. Hicks back over to Lucarelli. Oops, sorry. Strike there. Good play here by the Warriors. Nice play. Back row there, but unfortunately it falls. That'll be a point for the Warriors, but give credit to Lena. Lucarelli diving out there and making that play, just unfortunately out of bounds.
Now serving for the Warriors is going to be number 18.
That's Emma Drusel. Emma, a sophomore, 5'9". Line drive, good serve off Fernini, off of the arm of Shafley. That'll be a point, as unfortunately the Wolverines were not ready. They got to be ready right at that whistle.
So now makes the score 7-2 in favor of the Warriors.
So now serving once again is Drusel. Into the net. That'll be a point for the Wolverines, as they will get a point here early.
Rotation here as number 17 comes in for the Warriors.
I do not have a number 17. Again, we do apologize. We only have like a varsity level roster here for Mohawk.
Now serving number 4, Emma Shafley.
Line drive serve, back row, set up by the Warriors. Now up for Taryn Smith. Up for Pizzola, back row, it falls. Nice strike there by number 5, Ava Pizzola, finding the hole, the gap there in the defense. Just like that, it's 8-3. I like the chant from the bench. That is awesome interaction by the Warrior bench.
Now serving number 14 for the Warriors.
Take notice, Dakota. I like it. We should have our own. Never mind. Check that. Off of Elsie. Nice scramble here by Fernity and Elsie, but unfortunately out of bounds. Good try there. Good. Give credit, though, for that Warriors wall. I believe that was number 21, Reagan Magno. She's got some length. They list her at 5'9". That's very, very, very generous 5'9". I wouldn't doubt she's 5'10". Back row set up here for the Wolverines. Scramble there off of Hicks. Unfortunately drops and quickly.
Little miscommunication there as both Fernity and Hicks go into it. And Wolverines will take a timeout, I believe.
Yep, and we'll take a timeout. Our first timeout here. It's 10-3 Warriors with the early lead. All right, folks, welcome back here to Lincoln High School Big Gym. It's early first set here, 10-3 lead by the Mohawk Warriors. Again, you have to win by 2 up to 25. Best of 3 sets here at the JV level. There's the serve there by the Warriors. Set up for Elsie. Far stretch here, and that's way too far out of bounds.
Does not get it over.
Yeah, and it's not the fault of Elsie there, unfortunately. Just a little too far out of bounds, and there's not really a good angle when you're on right at the scores table.
So number 14 with the serve once again.
Again, do not have a name for number 14. We do apologize. Set up there, just punched up and over, and that'll work. Nice play by the Wolverines. Number 20, Ava Lucarelli, setting up Peyton Lockey on that front line.
Rotation as number 15 comes in for the Warriors, and number 20, Ava Lucarelli, will be serving for the Wolverines.
Peyton Lockey set there at 5'8", one of the taller JV players for the Wolverines. Set up by the Warriors. This will be an awesome opportunity for the Wolverines if they don't have to scramble, and they do. Good hit.
And she gets it over.
Yeah. Maybe this is why she's the libero tonight.
Falls just in bounds.
Yeah.
Point Warriors.
I don't think anybody's going to make that play. That was a good strike. That's a varsity strike right there. So, Mohawk comes out striking up 12-4 here, tripling up the Wolverines.
Now serving is number 5 for the Warriors.
Line drive, good serve. It falls. That's a point. Mohawk 13-4. Giving trouble is number 5, Ava Pizzolo. She's been giving trouble for the Warriors so far in this one.
Rotation as number 44, Genovesa Miller, comes in for number 4, Emma Shafley.
Line drive once again. Frenny up and over. Now the Warriors can get on offense quickly. They'll set it up here. Line drive strike. McBride up back over to Elsie. She'll tap it up and over. It will fall. Nice strike there by Elsie Sturgeon. It falls in front of that back row.
Rotation here is number 8 comes in for the Warriors.
Do not have a name, unfortunately.
And number 28, Nina Fernitti, the libero, will be serving for the Wolverines.
So 5 serving to 13 here. Wolverines got to get back into this one. Set up by the Warriors. Front row, up and over by McBride. It's good. Fernitti to Hicks. Up there for Lucarelli. She'll have to scramble and punch it, and unfortunately a little too far once again.
Out of bounds.
Yep. And that'll be a point for Mohawk now, 14-5.
Rotation is number 18. Druschel comes back in for the Warriors.
Emma Druschel once again, 10th grader, 5'9", adding to that front line that is 5'9" across the board.
Number 21 with the serve to Ava Lucarelli to Hicks. Over to Elsie Sturgeon, and she gets it over.
Good strike, right
quick
back to
return.
Elsie. Yeah. We don't see that very often. Back row,
and that one's just a little too far.
So Mohawk will maintain his lead now, 15-5. As like you said, Dakota, number 21, Reagan Magno serving. The Warriors right now have 4 individuals that are 5'9" on the court, and you can kind of see the length there. Back spin there on the serve, set up here for the Wolverines, up and over Lucarelli. Now the back row. Reset here, up and over, back row. It will drop for a point as the Wolverines were out of position there, unfortunately. It'll be now 16-5 Mohawk. Once again, serving will be Magno. Line drive, good serve. Now back over to Mohawk side. Set up here, front row. McBride, it drops, it's good. Nice play by number 1, Marley McBride, just finding the gap, and just like that.
Another timeout for the Wolverines.
Oh,
that'll be their last for the set.
Yeah.
As they are down 17-5.
We'll take a break with them. Warriors up big here, first set. All right, folks, welcome back here in Lincoln High School Big Gym. 17-5 Warriors as they will add to the list here. It's now officially 18-5. My goodness, we have not seen.
And that is an ace for number 21 there.
We have not seen a dominance like this in a while. Dakota, last week we had a really good JV game and match that even Thad saw. This one is not looking too hot to start.
Number 20 just checked in for the Warriors.
Jump serve that time.
That
out of
one a
bounds.
little too far. Point Wolverines, as it's now 6 serving 18. And number 7, Elsie Sturgeon, will be serving. And a rotation here is number 4, Emma Shafley, comes back in for number 44, Genovessa Miller.
All right, serving once again, like Dakota said, is number 7, and that's Elsie Sturgeon. Good serve, back row. That's where it's got to be. So back-to-back points for the second time tonight for the Wolverines. It's now 18-7. Fans starting to come in slowly here. Varsity matchup here in about, give or take an hour. Good serve outside, right side, off
to the rafters.
Yep, off the air system, and it will drop for Mohawk. That's a point. Serve will go right back to the Warriors. Checking in will be number 14. And also number 6 for the Wolverines will be Kira Condell, coming in for the first time tonight.
And serving for the Warriors is number 22.
And that will be Taryn Smith. We do have 2 officials tonight, so that will make life a little bit easier.
Ava Lucarelli to Kira Condell, over to Lena Lucarelli, and gets it over.
Set back up by the Warriors front row. They're going to say net violation here.
So, point Wolverines.
Yeah, it was a nice strike there, but she was a little bit too close to the net. That'll be called a net violation, back over to the Wolverines.
So now serving for the Wolverines, number 13, Dakota Hicks. She's the one that took the first serve of this match and goes into the net. Point Warriors.
Yeah, she's got that line drive capability. Unfortunately, just a little bit too low into the net.
Now number 1 coming in for the Warriors, as
Marla
well
McBride.
as number 5.
And Ava Pizzola. These 2 individuals that you will definitely see at the varsity level for sure tonight.
So McBride with the serve now.
Coming this side, coming right at the guy who just came in, Mr. Clark. Clark Studio gets to sit right beside the student section, and they say, hi, welcome to this game real quick.
So McBride with the serve.
Good high arcing back row this time, set up for the Wolverines. Lucarelli, good strike back to the front net, and that'll be a point for the Wolverines. They got a big hill to climb here, but a climb nonetheless.
Now serving in number 10, Lena Lucarelli, as number 8, Peyton Lockie, checks in.
Line drive serve once again, front row set up at the net. This is going to get up and over, and it's going to fall, and it's going to be against the Wolverines, so that should be.
They're saying net violation against the Warriors, so point Wolverines.
Okay, so that'll be 22-9, and sometimes it's an easy view for us to see that it crossed the net. It's not as easy when you're on the court. Fortunately, off the peg and the post here, out of bounds, technically on the left side of the Wolverines. That'll be a point for the Warriors.
Nina Fernetti, the libero, comes back in for the Wolverines, as well as number 17 coming in for the Warriors, and she will be serving.
Okay, I have a different score. I may have gotten off here. I have 23-9.
Serve goes into the net.
Yep.
Point Wolverines has now 11-22.
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot the net violation?
Yeah, and I pushed the wrong. I'm just naturally thinking the top button.
Number 4, Emma Shafley with the serve.
Good serve.
Off of McBride, goes way out of bounds.
And that's a good serve there by Shafley. Maybe this will be our little run here. We need a good 8 to 9 points back to get into this one. I'll take at least
Here's
8.
The serve by Shafley.
Back row, and unfortunately
and a little
jinxed it.
too far.
Yep, and that'll make the score now 23-12. Just 2 points away are the Warriors.
Rotation as number 15 comes in.
Unfortunately, once again, don't have a 15 and 14. We do apologize.
15 will be serving.
We were given official rosters, so not much to say there.
Here's the serve.
Good serve, back row Frenetti sets it up here at front row. It's going to be scramble up and over by Hicks, but into the net. And just like that, Dakota.
Set point number 1 for the Mohawk Warriors.
So things going all in favor of the Mohawk Warriors. Line drive serve. Frenetti, it drops.
Nitty with a nice dig, but falls on the Wolverine side. And that is set number 1 in favor of the Mohawk Warriors, 25-12.
So big start here for the Mohawk Warriors on the road. They come out blazing fire. They win the first set 25-12. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll bring you second set action here, the JV matchup, up next on Ellwood City Sports. All right, folks, welcome back here. First set in the books in favor of the Warriors, 25-12. Pretty dominating fashion as well. They will start us off here in the second set. They serve, and just like that, they take the early 1-0 lead off of the serve of number 22, Taryn Smith. She had some really good serves in that first set as well. Nice line drive serve. Set up for Hicks, up over for Shafley. Unfortunately, coming our way instead. And just like that, quickly, 2-0 in favor of the Warriors. Back line serve here, set up for Hicks once again. Shafley, this time up and over. Good strike. And unfortunately, it kind of catches the Warrior defender number 8 off guard there. It was a good strike by Shafley. I like to score 2-1.
Now serving number 13, Dakota Hicks.
Second time we've seen Dakota serving here. Let's see if she can.
Third
time, yeah, you're right. Line drive, good serve this time with that spiral. Set up back over. My goodness, what a nice play there by the Warriors front line. I like that. Up and over. If Thad and I did that, our backs would not be in line.
Now serving
It's a good stretch,
is number 1, McBride, and number 16 will be coming in for the Warriors.
Okay, unfortunately, once again, we do not have 16, so we do not have, 14, 15, and 16. So we do apologize. Off Elsie, unfortunately, out of bounds. That's going to be a point for the Warriors, now 4-1 lead. And they are leaving off where they did in that first set there, Dakota. Serving once again, McBride. Up there by Fernity. Up and over there, far side. Lucarelli, she found the hole.
Just inbounds.
Nice strike by number 20, Ava Lucarelli. Good setup there this time by the Wolverines. I think that was Fernity and Hicks with the setup.
So, looks like I think Peyton Lockie came back in.
I believe so, yep. Front row there is Lockie along with the Lucarellis.
Lena Lucarelli with the serve.
Set up here for the Warriors. Up and over. Nice placement there. It falls. A little bit of a corkscrew. It falls. Nice strike once again in that middle section area by the Warriors. Terrence Smith, Emma Drusel, McBride, Pizzolo, Magno doing really good damage in that middle section area.
Drusel now with the serve.
Good serve, and it falls again as the Wolverines are just moving. No communication. A lot of people watching and moving. He's now 6'2" Mohawk Warriors. This serve this time out of bounds. Now give it back to the Wolverines, who are in desperate mode here. It's early, but it just feels like the Warriors are not having any issues serving-wise.
Number 44, Genovesa Miller, checking in for the Wolverines, as well as number 12 for the Warriors. Genovesa Miller will be serving for the Wolverines. Here's the serve.
Up and over. Good serve. Almost drops down about a foot from the ground. Good strike there, and it falls. Good strike by number 21, Reagan Magno, and it falls right in front off the arms of Miller.
Now number 14 with the serve for the Warriors.
Line drive serve. Miller gets it up. The Hicks, unfortunately, does not go up and over. And it just looks like the Wolverine defense set up here and digs are not happening at all.
Here's the 8-3 serve.
Hicks once again, this time over to Elsie. That's a little bit better. Up and over. It almost falls. Set up by the Warriors front line. Taryn fortunately struggles with it. It's going to be a point for the Wolverines. A point they desperately need.
Now number 20, Ava Lucarelli with the serve, and number 23 coming in for the Warriors.
So, unfortunately, we don't have a number 23 either. Do apologize. 4 names so far. Bet there will be a fifth one. Back over to the Wolverine side. Elsie will strike it back down. Warriors with an opportunity here. Up and over. Hicks. And a little bit of a scramble. The only problem there is nice play by Hicks, but got to move out of the way for someone else to hit it. And that'll be a point for Warriors, now 9-4.
Number 8 coming in now for the Warriors. She will be serving.
Don't have number 8. I'm seeing a trend here.
Here's the serve.
Line tries serve. Unfortunately, in the net. That'll be a point for the Wolverines, as it's kind of been back and forth points all of a sudden past 3 or 4 different times.
Now number 28, Nina Fernity with the serve for the Wolverines.
Good high arcing serve. Back row set up by the Warriors. A little bit of a scramble up by McBride. It's up and over. Off of Lucarelli. Now front row Lucarelli up and over. Back to the Warriors. Scramble by McBride. Unfortunately, she just shortchanged it. That'll be a point for the Wolverines. They're first in the second set here, back to back.
Fernity with the serve once again for the Wolverines.
Line drive serve. Dropping in off of the Warrior defense. Good try and opportunity there by number 21, and that is Magno, but does go out of bounds. That'll be point for the Wolverines. And Dakota, if I'm correct.
21 or 12?
21, yeah. Number
12
21.
was the one that got the ball.
Yeah, number 21 was the one that hit it. Yep. Fernity, high arcing serve, back row. set up here by the Warriors. A little bit of a scramble, and the first time tonight in this match, 3 points in a row for the Wolverines. And, hey.
Timeout Warriors.
Yeah, something that we needed. We'll take a timeout with them. Wolverines crawling back in, down by 1. All right, folks, welcome back here. Second set action here, 9-8 lead. Wolverines with 3 straight points to get back into this one. Warriors will set up their defense up and over this time. That's an opportunity. Woo, boy. Very
good
close.
read by Nina Fernetti to recognize that and being out of bounds and stopping herself from touching it.
Sounded like the Western field of last Friday. Like, whoa, Nelly. Woo. So Fernetti made a nice play there, and hey, it is tied 9-9. Wolverines looking for their first lead in the match. And that's quickly shut down there by number 1, Marley McBride, and it's going to go back to the Warriors up 10-9.
Number 18, Druschel, coming back in for the Warriors.
Substitution here that has been working for that front line.
And number 21, Magno with the serve.
Good line drive serve once again by Magno.
Hits the rafters.
Yep, sit up there and up and over. Now the Warriors on offense. Up for McBride, up and over. Luke Raleigh sets it up here for Hicks. Far side, Elsie, she'll have to punch it up and over. Warriors on the attack now. Up and over, back to the Wolverines. Hicks, back to Luke Raleigh, up and over. It's kind of a nice rally here by both teams. Off the wall, and it falls, and that'll be a point for the Warriors. So a good rally, but once again, that front wall just for the for the Warriors, making all the plays happen. Out of bounds, good serve. That'll be a point for the Warriors, now up 12-9.
Magna with the serve. Just gets over the net, falls on the Wolverines side, make it 13-9 now.
Just like that, the Wolverines got back into it, tie ball game 9-9, and all of a sudden 4 straight points by the Warriors. I have a feeling the server has something to do with it. Number 21, Reagan Magno on fire, just like that. I mean, folks, that is within, what, maybe a minute and a half. We went from 9-9 to 14-9. My goodness. Strike
that
just
was out
missed.
Of bounds.
Yep. And something that the Wolverines needed, because I had a feeling if that was not the case, there could have been another timeout.
Number 4, Emma Shafley now coming in for the Wolverines as number 7, Elsie Sturgeon, will be serving.
Back row serve here up by McBride, up and over by Magno. Unfortunately,
hits the rafters.
Yep. So that'll be a point for the Wolverines. Folks who have not witnessed it, if it hits the rafters, it can fall on your side. You can continue hitting it, but it has to be within 3 hits. If it hits the rafter and goes over, it will be the opponent's point.
Out of bounds is the serve by Elsie Sturgeon. Point Warriors as number 14 comes back in. And 22 will be serving for the Warriors.
Hey, a name that we have. Number 22, Taryn Smith. She'll be serving here for Warriors. Good scramble by Fernetti, but I think you're going to say net violation.
Net violation on the Warriors. Point Wolverines.
Yeah, that surprised me just a little bit, but nonetheless.
Rotation as number 6, Kira Kendall, comes in, and number 13, Dakota Hicks, will be serving.
So 15-12 here. A little bit closer set this time around. Line drive, that's the serve we're looking for from Hicks. Good serve. Sometimes you like to lob it in and make sure it goes across, but Hicks is just being aggressive. I like it. Line drive serve just above the net. if Thad was here right now, he would say, hit it right at somebody. That's a little too far at somebody.
So
do not try to hit
Warriors.
the coach. Do not try to hit head coach there, Anna Thad. It's the last thing we will want.
Number 16 coming in now for the Warriors as number 1, McBride, will be serving.
Serve here by the Warriors, up for Lucarelli. Good strike, but a good play here by the Warriors defense. Up and over. Good scramble by Trinity. Hicks sets it up here for Lucarelli, up and over. Nice play by the Warriors defense. Good scramble, unfortunately out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Warriors as it falls and hits the floor. 17-13 now. My apologies there. I have a feeling that is Aaron Giancola. My apologies. Usually the head coach there waits till the varsity matchup. We'll see. Head coach JV is Bennett on our side. Goes into the wall. Couple scramble opportunities here for Lucarelli and Shafley, but it's going to be a fall, so that's going to be another point for the Warriors, now up 18-13.
McBride with the serve once again.
Back row set up by the Wolverines, up and over for Lucarelli. Good strike by Ava. Goes to the rafters, still in play here. Up and over, back row now for the Wolverines. Set up for Ava once again, line drive. Good strike, nice play by Magno. Magno punched up and over by number 18, Drusel. Back to Ava. Little good rally here between the two teams. Up and over, and it works. Nice play by number 16.
Out of bounds. Oh, 4 hits. I thought it was going to be out of bounds.
Yeah.
Timeout, Wolverines.
Oh, they're saying 4 hits?
Yeah,
Did I
4
miss?
hits.
They
said 4 hits.
I'm astonished.
I was thinking it was out of bounds off of Mohawk,
okay.
but
I can't count past 3 apparently today.
yeah, they were saying 4 hits on the Wolverines.
Gotcha. All right, folks, once again, you can catch our live stream of this match and our replay as well on our website, www.ecwolverines.com. Mohawk fans who are watching, you can go back and watch the replay of Friday Night Football. We do have that broadcast, and if you don't like to watch the entire thing, the whole 3.5-hour broadcast, you can listen or read our blog. We do write up a blog after each game, and pretty good detail of information there. And you can also check out the game stats from that game on our website, www.ecwolverines.com. When I say we do stats, standings, results, and everything, we do the whole caboodle. So game reset here. They're going to officially call this one 19-13. I wondered if they were going to change it, and they did. It's officially 19-13 in favor of the Warriors. Back to live action here. Warriors on the offense now. Up and over, unfortunately, into the net there by number 16. That'll make the score now 19-14.
Now number 10, Lena Lucarelli, will be serving. And number 8, Peyton Lockie, coming in.
Line drive, back row. Tough angle, but the Warriors do get it up and over. Reset on offense now. Drusel, unfortunately, swung a little too early on that one. It goes down to the ground. It'll be a point for the Wolverines, 19-15.
Lena Lucarelli with the serve once again for the Wolverines.
Back row, set up by the Warriors, off the rafters. Good scramble here by Smith and Drusel. Back to the Wolverines side, up by Shafley, and I think they're going to say a carry or double hit. Yep.
Double hit.
So that'll be a point for the Warriors, now up 20-15.
Now coming in is number 12 for the Warriors, and she will be serving.
And that is Reagan Weber. Hey, we have that number. Good stuff. So Weber will be serving here. 5-point lead. You want to close this one out. Line drive. Good serve. Back row. Wolverine set it up here. Ava strikes it down. Good play here by Ava Lucarelli. Good opportunity by McBride, but that was a tough angle. Good play by the Wolverines.
Now serving for the Wolverines, number 4, Emma Shafley.
So Shafley with the serve, line drive, back row, too far, out of bounds, and that's going to be a point for the Mohawk Warriors, now 21-16. Give credit to the judges here on the sidelines here for the varsity level coming and helping the JV. That is Kira Rosansky on left side, and Lane has been pretty active on this right side. Doing a pretty good job. Good serve here by the Warriors. Set up here once again, up and over. It will fall in the hands of McBride.
Who's our 23, Brad?
We'll get a name here. That is Peyton Hamilton. So they're going to say double hit there officially.
So I think they're saying net.
Net.
Net officially.
Net violation there on number 23, and that is Peyton Hamilton, sophomore for the Wolverines. Off the wall there, it falls, and that's going to be another point for the Warriors. They're up big here all of a sudden, 23-16. They got some wiggle room.
Rotation here as number 28.
Oh, don't get past 22. Oh, no. This is getting worse. Well, there's your sixth unknown name, number 28. We'll just say her last name is Mohawk because the back of the jersey says Mohawk.
Number 14 with the serve.
Good
Long
serve
to Emma Shafley, but ball falls on the Wolverine side.
Okay,
Point
Dakota.
Warriors, as it is now set and match point in favor of the Mohawk Warriors.
This has not been good for the Wolverines JV team since the moment they started. Here's an opportunity. Set up there by Lucarelli. Hicks back to Lucarelli. Avey does get it up and over. Warriors on the advance here, but it will fall
Point
in front net.
Wolverines now 17-24 as number 23 comes in for the Warriors.
The battle of the W's, causing me not to say it properly.
And number 20, Ava Lucarelli with the serve. But once again, set and match point in favor of Mohawk Warriors.
Unfortunately, that'll fall on the Wolverines side. That'll be a point. And that's officially it for the JV match. Warriors take the second set, 25-17. I tell you what, Dakota, I've never seen a team just dominate from start to finish that easily. Yeah, that was very efficient by this JV squad here. Give credit to Mohawk. They're on the advance, and they got the momentum going into this varsity matchup as they officially take this one 2-0. We did get word that Claire Noble's jersey did come in, so she will be number 12 tonight, thank goodness. I was about ready. I was on the verge of typing up a new roster and putting 12/13. So there's that. Folks, it is about 6:42 local time. That means, yep, you guessed it, we got to sit here for a long time. So this will be a good time for you to go get something to eat, grab some lunch, or dinner for that matter. It's a little bit late, I guess. I don't know. Some people may be working night shift. I don't know. It is what it is. We'll be back on here at 7:30. Same live stream. We're just going to sit here.
Assuming we do not start early, so
yes,
be cautious of that.
That is true. I'm assuming we're going to start early. So I would say expect a 7:15 start instead of 7:30. But we'll patch in as soon as they start here. So if you keep this live stream open.
They just updated it to 30 minutes on the clock. So
there you go. So we'll officially start at 7:15 officially this one for the varsity level. We'll take a timeout. JV Mohawk 2-0 over the Wolverines. Varsity matchup 7:15 next on Ellwood City Sports.
Okay.
Hi there, Ellwood City fans. Welcome into Lincoln High School Big Gym alongside Mohawk Warrior fans. My name is Brad Winhorse alongside Dakota Marshall, and Thad Sturgeon will be joining us here shortly. He was driving in a little bit earlier start time here of 7:15. We're bringing you live coverage by Ellwood City Sports. Tonight's matchup, it is the girls' varsity matchup. It is Ellwood City versus the Mohawk Warriors. Both these teams are fighting for that third and fourth playoff spot. Ellwood City right now holds that third spot over Shenango Wildcats. Mohawk looking to pull an upset and potentially leapfrog the Shenango Wildcats and potentially get up there close to the Wolverines. Ellwood City comes in 7-4, 5-3 in section play. On the flip side, the Warriors are 5-6 and 3-5 in section play. There are those standings. Beaver Bobcats leading the 2A Section 1 MAC Conference. Neshannock sitting there in second, Ellwood City in third, and Shenango in fourth. On the outside looking in are Mohawk, Riverside, Laurel, and Beaver Falls Tigers. So we just got the announcement for our national anthem here, and we'll get underway. All right, folks, there's our national anthem. A little bit smaller evening tonight. It's weird, Dakota. We talked about it coming in here. We're not usually here on a Tuesday night. This is kind of the first game in a couple of weeks since we've been doing Tuesday night volleyball. We're going to start with our visiting roster here, the Mohawk Warriors. Again, Section 2A, Section 1 conference here. The MAC action's back in, well, action. Give him some time here for Gary here. All right, so here we go. The starting lineups for the visiting Mohawk Warriors. Starting us off
Number
will be
one.
number 1. So it must be a little bit of a change here, and that is Marley McBride.
Number 13.
Number 13, Sarah Hampson.
Number 5.
Number 5, Ava Pizzola.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Riley Schaefer. Number 7, that's Carmen Hart.
11.
Number 11, Milena McBride. Number 4, and that's Avery Sun.
12.
Number 12, Reagan Weber.
Number 3.
Number 3, Chloe Fadden.
Number 9.
Number 9, Deani Rivas.
And number 10.
And finally, number 10, Estelle Wink. The head coach for the Warriors is Anna Fadden. The assistant coaches are Geraldine Grinnan and Aaron Giancola.
Now the starting lineup for our Lady Wolverines.
All right, folks, now for your starting Ellwood City Wolverines. Starting us off will be number 3, that is junior 5'8", Emma Figuerel. Number 30, junior 5'8", Chloe Bungar. Number 21, the junior 5'10", Delaney Sturgeon. Number 2, the junior 5'7", Caitlin Kreitzer. Number 5, the senior 5'6" setter, Lena Nacera. Number 11, the senior 5'5", Kira Rozansky. Number 22, my apologies, the senior 5'5", Ellie Clantis. And finally, in the actual number 12 tonight, senior 6 foot Claire Noble. The head coach for the Wolverines, Jenna Retrudy. The assistant coaches are Justin Bennett, Joe Retrudy, Julian Kahn, Lexi Yoho, and Mia DeCaria. That,
Hey, Brad.
Welcome into the big gym here.
Good to be here. Love these section matchups. We always have a good time when we get to broadcast Mohawk games. Kind of Mohawk on brain here. So we had them Friday night in a big football game. Interesting. CJ Rona was on the Rebel Yell podcast.
Yes, he was.
Played a good enough game that he found his way on there with be featured with
I have
Hall of Famer Don Rebel.
I have a feeling this roster is littered with a bunch of Faddens across the board, coaching and girls here. I think there's a Mr. Fadden just sitting a little bit to our right here.
Okay.
In the red
Okay.
Mohawk
Right.
uniform.
He
so
had a good night.
He did.
Friday night with 2 touchdowns, was it? Or
I believe so.
I don't know. They were slinging them so many. I think he had 4 all
Retort
night.
had one, and you're right. 2 for Fadden and 1 for Logan.
Well, anyway, we got a volleyball game. We're
We
going to
do.
switch over to that right now, and a big section matchup here, playoff implications. Did you have them up yet, Brad?
Yep,
Maybe
we
you
did. We'll come
Okay.
back to him here in a
I
second.
apologize.
No, you're okay.
Got a little late. Or they started
There
early.
we go.
So we'll blame the JV game for going
We'll
too
go
fast.
50-50, yeah.
So we'll go with that. But no question about it. A very pivotal section game here tonight as the teams come together. The first time around was Ellwood beating Mohawk.
Yes, and
at Mohawk.
I think it was 3 sets to 1.
I do want to say I think it was 3 sets to 1. I think if we recall, that was maybe the way the Lady Wolverine season has gone. Maybe not starting as good as they should out of the gate.
And I think, honestly, off of that note there, Thad, I think tonight a lot of pressure is actually on the Wolverines tonight. I know Mohawk is looking for that upset special, but Ellwood City, they've got a brutal schedule this week. Both home games, Mohawk and then followed by Neshannock. Not saying that you want to write the script against Thursday against Neshannock, but if you are Ellwood, you want to have a 1 win on the week before you go and take on the Lancers. They bring a pretty good team and squad.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you would feel much better going into or having take on Neshannock next, coming off of a win, than a disappointing loss. But nonetheless, we got game on here.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in the United States. So Wolverines wearing their pink jerseys, and we are underway here.
Yep, there's Figueroa over to Nasera, puts it up for Chloe Bunger, and she goes into the net, unfortunately. So just like that, the score is 1-0 in favor of the Mohawk Warriors. Now they're set there to Figueroa, to Nasera, up to Bunger, and just taps it over. No advice hit there, but saved there by number 13. So Nasera once again to Noble, and pays the price as senior Claire Noble gets the kill. Claire, one of the 2 weeks ago, WPIL 2A players to watch, noted by Trip. There's Claire going to serve. She don't normally serve first. A little different rotation here tonight. Bungar to Nasera, puts it back, and Kreitzer just wisely gets it over the net. And a nice dig by Kreitzer. Bungard just gets it over. Puts it up, and a nice kill. Huge dig there. Figueroa just gets it over wisely. There's a hit there. Now Claire Noble from the back row, up to Nasera, over to Figueroa now. And hit off the net goes down. Do you have another roster, Brad, or no?
Yep, underneath.
Underneath. There we go. All right.
Yep, that was a good strike there by number 9, Deani Rivas. Thad, this is something that we talked about. This Mohawk roster, it's a little bit misleading. They actually have some pretty darn good size up front.
Yes, they do. Sarah Hampton with the serve. Now puts it up there to Kreitzer. She punches it over, and that is going to go out of bounds. Number 3, Chloe Fadden, who is a senior, tried to get it up over there and was hit. Now Nasera is going to check out, and Kira Rosansky is going to check in. So Miss Caitlin Kreitzer will be doing the serving. High arching serve. It's over there. And it's going to be hit there to Kreitzer. And a nice save. Got to get it over, and Kreitzer wisely does. Just gets it over. Fadden there with it. Hits to Wink, and then over. Nice dig by Noble. Hits up there by Bungart, and ball goes into the net. Point for Mohawk.
So a couple net miscues there for that front line for the Wolverines. Now serving will be number 9, Deani Rivas, as I believe number 11, Milena McBride, checks in. There's a serve.
And that's going to go into the net by Rivas. We'll see Rivas on the basketball court as well here this winter. As we deal with 2A, I get a lot of the cross.
It's like we
multiple
never leave
sports
Mohawk.
playing. So Delaney Sturgeon just checked in for Galantis. Now Chloe Bungart, nice serve, gets it up there almost into the rafters and out of bounds. No, she touched it. No. She's being overridden. It was on the other side. So Kira touched it, but the ball was already out of bounds because it was on the other side of that far antenna.
Yep.
I felt like John Madden there for a minute, trying to explain something that Mr.
So
Obvious.
does that make
Mr. Obvious would have been a little easier to say. Now score 4, serving 3.
Does that make me Pat Summerall?
Sure.
If that's the case, it's not very pretty.
So now Chloe Bungar with the serve, driving serve to Rivas in the back. It's up there now. Fadden over to Kreitzer. Nice set high. Figueroa gets it up to Delaney Sturgeon, and she puts it in the back row. Goes into the rafters, bounces around. Nice save there by number 11. Over to Fadden. Kreitzer and
I think 4 hits.
Net violation.
Net violation. Thank you there.
so point now all tied up here, 4 serving 4, and those are the points that you hate to give up because it was away from the ball, it appeared to me. Riley Schaefer, a 10th grader now, staying at 5'4", going to be serving for Mohawk. Galantis to Kreitzer. Up to Rosansky. Puts it up, and Delaney Sturgeon puts it down, but it keeps it alive. Carnoble. Delaney puts it down with the kill. Count it. Junior Delaney Sturgeon.
Nice setup there from Kreitzer to get that one down. Good opportunity here for the Wolverines to get back-to-back points and get a little bit of lead once again.
Now Figueroa, the junior, will be serving. Deep serve, and it goes out of bounds. Wow, that's tough. Just about 6 inches out of bounds. Now Genovesa Miller going to check in for Emma Figueroa. Or Genovesa Jr. kind of played her way onto the starting lineup here as the season progresses, a defensive specialist. There to Galantis, puts it up, and nice save by Galantis, keeps it alive, and everybody got way too tight for the Wolverines as number 11, Milena McBride, made her pay, and we talk about the McBrides. Her dad is chief of police here at Ellwood City, so I saw Mike coming in. I said, yeah, I figured you'd be doing this game. He said, yeah, wasn't going to miss this one to watch his senior daughter play. Kreitzer now back over. Delaney gets it over, puts it up, and going to be dumped over there. Galantis to Kreitzer to Noble. Oh, wait, nice block there by is that 11?
Yep,
McBride.
number 11. Give credit to Milena McBride. Good wall play there.
Her dad's smiling like a butcher's dog down there right now watching his daughter do that. Now, Fadden with the serve. Galantis puts it up to Kira Rosansky.
Yep, back-to-back wall hits here in front by the Warriors line, and I tell you what, it's been working. That front line for Mohawk coming through. They're up 8-5 now. Good serve.
Genovesa Miller to Kreitzer to Claire Noble. Down it goes. That's going to be out of bounds.
It's a nice play there. Good setup when you go to the hot hand of the evening so far, and that's Noble. Good strikes. Get you some points.
So Lena Nacera checks in for Rosansky. All of a sudden, the Wolverines find themselves down by 2, 8-6. Puts it up and blocked there by Claire and Delaney, but they get it back up. Nacera just wisely gets it over. Free play for the Fadden, and Delaney tried to block it, and it came down on her side of the wall. Net point for Mohawk. Now 9 serving 6.
Serving now for the Warriors will be that number 11, Milena McBride, a junior, 5'10". Line drives
Just
her.
gets it over the net. Down it goes. Delaney with the hit. dumps it over as Kreitzer. She tried to go in behind the wall, but Mohawk kept it. Rivas to Kalanis, over to Nasera. She puts it up for Claire Noble, and in it goes. She found the weak spot.
And Thad, we talked about this. We just said it. You feed the hot hand. I would say tonight, first set, give it to Noble every time.
Yep.
It's a no-brainer.
So Delaney Sturgeon checked out. Galantis now, high serve, puts it up, and that is going to be hit out of bounds. Nice point there for the Wolverines. Galantis hit the ball deep.
Good back-to-back points for the Wolverines. Now just 9-8.
Galantis with the serve. This time a little on the shorter side. Up it goes, and so we figured out here, some nights that's over the net. Tonight, it's not.
Yep.
As long as they're consistent, I don't care. We've always said it about the officials. Galantis now got us back to a tie game, 9 serving 9. Galantis. Oh,
that drops in, yeah, absolutely.
Right real quick. That ball took a funny turn as it went in front of Fadden. She kind of got her almost like a knuckleball.
The one thing I will say, Thad, tonight, I'm so happy we have 2 officials.
Yes, I was just going to allude to that as well. For those of you that listened last Thursday, just one official. There's a deep shot by Kalinas once again, puts it up there high, and into the net it goes. So,
and we're not knocking that one official.
No, I was just going to say,
just,
I want to
clarify that.
for playing, for making the best of the situation. Timeout for Mohawk. They're first.
Yeah, this is it's the officials appreciation week in the WPIL, or sorry, the month, yes.
And I'm not sure what
I think it's week, but
yep, I think it is.
We'll take it as a month. We don't mind. I don't think they'll mind either. But yeah, we talk about the officials. They got a lot of stuff to worry about. You got to worry about the netting, people touching the net. You got to make sure to double touch. Oh, by the way, you got substitutions, rotations, the score. And then you have maybe a coach or two talking in the side of your ear. So there's a lot of things that these officials have to deal with.
So out of that timeout, kind of about a 4-0 run there for the Wolverines. They're leading 11-9. Actually, so probably their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, if I'm correct, it's been a 6-1 advantage here for the Wolverines to get back into that lead.
Okay.
Big points.
So Kalanis after the timeout, and that's good. She got it over the net. Puts it up. There's Rivas. Puts it to Kalanis. To Nasera. Up to Claire Noble. And, nice block that time, but well played by Nasera. She's going to kick it over to Bungar, and nice block. Rivas showing what she can do.
Yeah, that front row,
Rivas is senior. When you have Rivas and McBride in there and Fadden, it's a pretty good front line. Yeah, long. Checking in is number 4, Avery's son.
The thing I like about it, too, is they go straight up. There's no question about it.
Yeah, they do. Miller with it. Now to Nasera, over to Kreitzer. They get up there. They got to know that what's there. Now, Noble with the attempted kill, but well played. Now just going to hit it over. Genovesa Miller softly touches. There's Nasera and a little dump over that time. And that's just Claire Noble playing smart, working with what she had to work with that time. The set was not there for the kill. Just dumped it over. And I think if you're Ellwood City right now, you're seeing how aggressive Mohawk is going up for the block. Well, use it against them.
Yep.
We see it happen to Ellwood all the time. There's Rivas, and nice dig. Nasera to Kreitzer this time. She dumps it up. There you go. Ask and you shall receive.
Carbon copy. You were alive for those carbon copies.
Yes, I was.
Dakota, I don't think you were. I was just on the verge. I just missed it.
Now Claire Noble leading by 3. A nice serve.
There you
go. Up into the rafters.
Still in play.
Down it goes.
Nice.
Rivas, a nice play off the. Nasera puts it up to Figueroa, and that time she gets the kill.
And that's big for Emma. She had a tough start.
First couple is not maybe.
If we can get one person to mimic Claire Noble tonight, I like chances for Ellwood City. You need 2 people on fire, and so far, Claire's leading the way.
Yes, she is. And she's doing it with the serve. Goes up, almost hits the rafters. Now they got to get it over. Going to be a free play for Ellwood City. Noble from the back row puts up to Nasera to Bungar, and she tips it over, and she hit the net. Daggum. Had the right idea. Into the net, so a point for Mohawk.
It's so hard to keep your body out of the net, but that's the name of the game.
It is. Nasera, that's a good play by her just to get it over. It was not there. There's Fadden. Nice dig. Oh, and a little too far.
Yep, good try by Noble and Nasser, but good strike there once again by Mohawk. Just keeping around in this one.
Yeah, no one's really wanting to take a lead.
No, serving is Hampson.
Galantis to Nasera, to Figueroa, and tried for the block.
There you go. Starting to get that left side going.
Yes, they are.
Give credit to Rivas and Wink and that front line there and Sun, but starting to go
Sun
back to
not real
Wolverine.
tall, but she can get up in the air.
I was going to say that's the big thing too. Not only do they go up straight up, they got some jump there. That's for sure.
Caitlin Kreitzer now serving. Deep serve, I like that. Wink to Sun, and up, trying to go up for the block, and goes out of bounds as it went off of Bungar and Figueroa.
So checking in here will be number 11, Milena McBride. We said her name a couple times here, bringing the length once again, 5'10". Rivas will be serving.
Hard serve. Rosansky just gets it over, Wink to, hits up there. Nice play by Kreitzer. Galandis up to Figueroa, dumps it over. Going to be free play for Mohawk. Puts it up. Fadden finds the weak spot, but a nice dig by Kreitzer. Galandis gets it over, and oh, what a volley we got going here, Brad. McBride now to Galandis, to Kreitzer. Can she get it over to Rosansky? And oh, she hit number 10, Estelle Wink, and the ball went out of bounds.
And it caught her, unfortunately, off guard. I'll give credit. Number 10, Estelle Wink, that her opportunity, her game in this one is the setup. You watch this front line for Mohawk. That's where she normally is.
Yep. So Delaney Sturgeon checked in for Galandis, and that's going to be an ace for Miss Chloe Bungar.
That's huge. We're starting to get close to that crunch time here, Thad. 17-13.
Yeah, we talked about this in other games. When you get in at over 15, boy, the points just seem to rack up for one team or another pretty quick. Bungar, into the net it goes.
You giveth, you taketh.
Yes. So now Kalena's going to check in for Bungar.
Yep, so checking in. Serving now will be number 2, Riley Schaefer, the sophomore, 5'4" setter for the Warriors.
High serve to Delaney, to Kalanis. Rosansky gets it over, the beast. Here comes again, McBride, blocked by Delaney Sturgeon, hit there by Figueroa. Got to get it over, and Kalanis unable to get it over the net.
Yeah, Thad, she was unfortunately a little bit off balance there when she swung through.
When you get to that play, though, I'd really just bump it over.
Yep, agreed.
Don't try the jump serve from there. And that is going to be, that's an ace, because that was perfect placement by number 2, Riley Schaefer. I think that's why we're seeing her in the game, pretty good at serving.
Yeah, not too hard of a serve, but she has found the placement to a tee.
And that is out of bounds.
Oh, it was close.
You jinxed her. It was.
I
did
jinx
close.
her, unfortunately.
But I'll tell you, the Wolverines defensively that time were really cheating up a lot. So Figueroa's going to check out, and Genevieve Miller going to check in.
And then we want to, not to pin off that. It seems like that has been the theme this year, that they play a little bit too close to the wall.
Yeah, they get the watching and sucked in. So Genevieve Miller, the junior, gets the serve, puts it up, and the beast, Rosansky, goes up and puts her down for the point.
So that makes the score 19-16. 3-point lead here for Miller.
If you're Ellwood, you want to keep it rolling. Puts it up to this time. Wink, and that is out of bounds. She tried. I like the idea of trying to go cross court like that because she had blockers in front of her. Smart play, just did not execute it by. This turns into like a game of angles.
Yeah.
Miller gets it out there. Kicks it up. Wink's going to punch it over. There's to Kreitzer. Kicks it up to Nicole Noble. Boom! And keeps it alive. Tries to punch it over. And a valiant effort by McBride. 21-16. For the Wolverines. Miller now with the serve. Just gets it over the net. Puts it up. Delaney down it. Oh! Thought she had it, but a great dig. Puts it back up, and that's going to be out of bounds. Delaney's shaking her head. I don't mind that. I'd rather do that than have her hit it out of bounds. I'm her father for the people that don't know. So, what a run there by Riley.
Nice.
Wait, gets it over. Puts it up. Oh,
wow.
That was just effort by Mohawk and not giving up. Put an asterisk beside that one at 22-17. That was just not giving up.
Serving now will be number 3, Chloe Fadden. We saw her in the JV. She had a couple serves in a row.
Puts it up there to Claire Noble and punches it. Hits the rafter. Oh, they're just so.
There's not much you could do about that.
Rivas is a pretty good player back there, and that time she had the right idea.
Yep.
But it just hit that pipe up there. So Nasera checks in for Rosansky.
Just 2 points away here. Got to play to 25, win by 2. 23-17. Lena will be serving.
Sit up there. And it puts it up there. And Wink punches it over. Galantis. Up to Claire Noble. Down it goes. That's a kill. I should be keeping track. She's probably got 7 kills of the 24 points that the Wolverines had in this first set.
And she served a couple times as well, so I would say ballpark 10 to 12 points have been through Claire Noble.
Yes. So Nasera now, the senior, set point and hits her way a bit too far.
That's why you put a 6 spot up there. You get a 6-point lead here. It helps you out. So now coming in, I believe, is number 7. It's Carmen Hart. Carmen will be serving for the Warriors. A junior, 5'5".
There's the serve into the net, and that is set point for the Wolverines as they win this one 25-18. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes for the second set. Welcome back, folks, as we move into this second set. Wolverines taking the first one, 25-18. And Claire Noble will be serving. And, unfortunately goes into the net. Quick point for the Warriors of Mohawk. So, Wink, I'm sorry. Did I call her Winch in the first game? I apologize. Big serve there,
sure.
puts it up and hits it off of Claire Noble, hits it into the net, couldn't really play it off of the net. So it's a quick 2-0 lead now for the Warriors.
Wink, one of the 3 seniors on the Warriors team,
Well,
a young
she
team.
serves, yes. Kicks it back to Kalanis, and she puts it up and unfortunately goes out of bounds.
And I tell you what, this is a start that we saw in the JV games. Both sets were like 4-0, 5-0 in favor of the Warriors.
Why do we have a point? There's it.
That is a good question.
And puts it in. Wink is on fire here.
I officially have 4-0.
Yeah, it should be 4, and I think they're correcting it now. So Maddie Long's going to check in for Claire Noble. Looking at the official scoring table. And wow, Wink is on fire. She's found the weak spot.
There it is.
There it is. 5 serving 0.
Yeah, because we served first, and after that, it's been 4-0. Wink.
Yep. To Kalanis this time. To Nacera, puts it up to Figueroa, and out of bounds it goes. Yep. I think you need a timeout here, Coach.
Yep.
6 serving 0.
I think this next point is going to determine that one.
Wink on a 5-0 run. Kalanis to Nacera to Bungart. She tips it over. Nice play there. Wink now hits it up, and that's going to be in bounds. Now 7-0, and yes, they got to call a timeout.
All right, folks, we'll take a timeout quickly here. Second set, Warriors up a touchdown.
Welcome back, folks. Wolverines, Mohawks leading 7-0. Kicks it back, and Wolverines do get it over. Wink now puts it up, and Rivas tries to get it over now. Figueroa. 8 serving 0.
The serving so far for Wink has been on point. And
unbelievable. We haven't seen a run like this in a varsity game for a long time. She's ran off 7-0. Maddie Long gets it to Kreitzer, to Figueroa. Does she get it over? Nacera. Yes, Kreitzer just dumps it over. It's up against that wall. Kreitzer to Nacera.
Ooh, I like that punch.
Yep. Punched it over. Now she got a chance. She does, and she gets it over. Maddie Long to Nacera. Over to Figueroa. This time kept it in bounds. Puts it up, and that time goes over the net. So stop the run. Stop the bleeding, if you will. 1 serving 8. Big hole for the Wolverines to climb back out of in this second set. Caitlin Kreitzer now serving. Kreitzer. It's the ball to Wink. Over to Rivas. And Maddie Long scoop for it. And out of bounds off her hands it goes. Quick point there.
So now serving will be number 13, Sarah Hampson for the Warriors. Big lead, 9-1.
There's Kalanis to Sarah, to Bungar. Picks it up and over. Nice block there, and falls on our side of the net.
So far, Thad, we talked about that front wall. Rivas and company pulling through, 10-1
yes,
now.
They are. There's hit to Maddie Long, gets it to Kreitzer. Up to Figuerell, and that time off the fingertips. Fadden falls to the earth. Point for the Wolverines. It's now 2 serving 10. Delaney Sturgeon checks in for Kalanis. Bungar now. And that's going to be an ace. That's what they needed to pick it up. They need to keep it rolling now. And Chloe can do that. She can run off a few points.
Yeah,
We've seen
her
do it
serve
several times.
Her serve is very similar to like Sun in the JV game, where it's just perfectly placed every time. Nothing hard, nothing fancy.
Link to Rivas, and
oh my!
Hello.
Oh my! Woo!
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night,
Wow.
Rivas.
We saw a couple of those during warm-ups, and I would not want to be in front of that one.
No. So Rivas now serving 11, serving 3. And unfortunately for Mohawk, goes into the net. That's a point for the Wolverines. So now Genovesa Miller going to check in for Figuerell, and Claire Noble's going to check back in for Maddie Long. So Miller with the serve. Up and over it goes, Rivas. The wink. McBride. Nice dig. And hits the out of bounds antenna. Point. Mohawk.
Substitution here would be number 2, and that's Riley Schaefer. My apologies with Sun. This is the individual we were talking about. Schaefer came in 5'4", and I tell you what, once again, serving is her forte. There it is.
Punched over and out of bounds. A nice try by Kreitzer. This second set is all Mohawk Warriors. Delaney gets it to Kreitzer. Puts it up to Claire Noble. She pushes it over. Rivas plays it. Over here to Fadden. A nice block by Delaney. Nice save by Noble. Puts it up. Kreitzer wisely just hits it over the net. Going to be a free play for Mohawk. Up it goes. Now Fadden. Oh, that ball just kind of died right there as Claire went down to get it. 14-4. Oh my, just trickles over the net. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. 15 serving 4. This time, over to Kreitzer, puts it up to Delaney. Blocked, up it goes, Delaney punches it over. Fadden, over to Kreitzer. Over to Claire Noble. Hits it, and in the back row it goes, and it hits the wall. Good play there by Noble to make the score 5-15. To Sarah now. Gets it over. Wink gets it. Going to hit close to the net, and she touches the net trying to save the ball. Not much that was Riley Schaefer could do with that. Coach McBride showing his soccer skills, or Chief McBride. With Sarah now. Oh, a nice serve. It goes. Delaney punches it down and get the point. Serving 15 for Nacera. And that's on the line. Perfect placement. We'll take the easy point.
Tell you what, Thad, this is what we need. A couple points,
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
But I tell you, Coach Fadden for Mohawk.
Smart move.
Smart play to stop that timeout.
Yep, we'll take a timeout. Warriors up 15-8, second set.
Welcome back, folks. In this second set, Wolverines take the first one. They're down 8-15. And Sarah puts it up. Delaney says, enough of this, with the big kill. 9-15. It's about a 4-0 run here for the Wolverines. It was 5-15, I believe, at one point.
It was 5-15, yep.
And Sarah this time.
In fact, that's also to get the serve, too. So
Delaney with the block.
there you go.
And I know exactly what she was looking at. She thought she hit the net. You can't see from your angle, but I can from mine.
That's 6 straight points now.
Yes, it is. All of a sudden gets you right back into the conversation of thinking about this one. And Sarah puts it up. Nice dig there. Who was that? Claire Noble. She gets back up and gets it over. Oh, that would have been out.
Yep.
Rivas gets it. Puts it up. Fadden dumps it over. Kalanis to Nacera to Noble. And she falls. Just tipped it over. A great coming back here for the Wolverines. I'm just going to say it. They were not playing very smart in the first 8 points of this game. Now all of a sudden, coming back a little bit. Nacera. Hard serve this time. Puts it up. Delaney. Bang! Yeah! 12-15.
And like that, a defensive change here coming in will be number 1, Marley McBride. They're going to make that quick change.
So Marley McBride, the 10th grader, who's also a daughter of our chief of police here in Ellwood City. Nacera gets it out there to Marley McBride. Rivas gets it. Brings it up, and Genovesa Miller, it stays out of the rafters, luckily. Puts it up and over. Kreitzer, that time McBride was there. Yes, Malena McBride was there, and perfectly timed jump to stop that 7-0 run. So the Wolverines now.
Checking in with number 5, Ava Pizzola, somebody we saw in that JV match. This is one to watch in that front line as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So here's the serve. Nice dig by Kalanis. Puts it up for Delaney. Oh, man. Wow. McBride won that one.
My goodness. And that one went all the way to the back line here.
Yeah.
Serving once again is Chloe Fadden.
Puts it up. Up there to Claire. And, that time as number 5, you mentioned Ava Pizzolo. Now Delaney Sturgeon checking out and Chloe Bungard checking in. I was going to make a little farm girl tough reference there. McBride's have a farm. We have our farm. So and McBride got us on that one. So Galantis, high arching serve, hits it up there, stays out of the rafters, goes all the way back, and a valiant chase there by Fadden. That's going to be a point for the Wolverines. All of a sudden, the Wolverines find themselves down by 3. At one time, it was, 9?
Well, 15-5 last time. But it was more than 10, I thought. I think it was,
that was
11 or 12.
Yes. Galanis now. Oh, I love that. That's called an ace here in Ellwood City. make it 15-17. Not the biggest student section, but a student section is becoming vocal here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, Thad, it's the first time in 3 or 4 weeks we've done a Tuesday night.
yeah, they've been away. Kalanis puts it up there. Going to be a nice set there. Pizzolo tried, and she tried to play it off the net.
It stuck to the arm there, and fortunately, that's going to be a point. Depending on who you're looking at, I guess I should say fortunately for the Wolverines.
Yeah, if you're on the Ellwood side of it. Kalanis now wanting to tie it up. Puts it up there. Puts it over to Wink, and missed her hit. Just mistimed her hit. We don't see her make many mistakes. She's a pretty good player. We're all tied up.
15-5. It's a 12-2 run.
And we bounce back. Can you believe it?
Gotta be here to believe
you really do. Kalanis goes deep this time. Hits it down there. McBride gets it. Now Pizzolo just gets it over. A nice dig by Miller. Puts it up for Claire Noble. Punches. Playing smart. I love it. As Fadden and Pizzolo were there, she just dumped it over the top of them. The first time in this set, Brad, we can say the Wolverines have the lead 18-17.
Insane.
Now, Kalanis gets it out there, puts it up. McBride's going to have it this time. And a huge block by Bunger. Wow. 19-17. That time, Chloe was able to stay out of the net. She got the height that time to get the block, came down on the other side. Kalanis now, 19-17. Hits it. It goes deep serve. Hits it there to Schaefer. This time Pizzolo. And ill-advised hit there as I think she was trying to go for the dump over the net and just not able to get it. When you think about a game, I'll save it. Kalanis now. Deep serve. Puts it into the rafters. Rivas plays it well. There, McBride. Up and over, and it's out. Wow, Kalanis, I was holding my breath. I wanted to yell, let it go. I think Gary Rosansky Sr. was down there ready to yell at her to let it go. 21-17. And that is taken there. Pizzolo. Schaefer up to Pizzolo again, and blocked by Noble. Puts it up. They got to get up again, and that time. Great play by Noble to keep it alive. Pizzolo, then to Kalanis. Miss Sarah puts it up for Claire Noble, and she punches it, finds the hole. That was Bungar, I do believe.
No, that was Noble.
It was, okay.
Yeah, it was all Noble there, and Calantis, good setup there.
Yes, it
Tell
was.
You what,
and
Noble 22, quietly this second set. But
15-5, a 12-2 run for the Wolverines. Kalanis now puts it up and over. Rivas gets it. Bingo for Claire and Chloe Bungar in the front row, 23-17.
Not your conventional way to make it a 23-17. Oh, boy.
Kalanis now. Deep serve. Hit there. Falls. Schaefer gets it. Pizzolo gets it over. Free play for the Wolverines. No, DeSera. She just dumps it over. Wow. Senior DeSera. I was waiting. I didn't know who she was going to set up. I think everybody in the place was like, is she going to go set up Chloe or set up Claire? No, I'll just do it myself. Set point. High serve. Rivas. Schaefer puts it up there. Wink. And saved by Chloe Bungar. Kalanis got to get it over, and Claire Noble does. And hits it back there. Rivas gives chase, and down it goes. A set win for the Wolverines, 25-17. A 15-2 run to finish out that game for the Wolverines. And 2 comments on that. I know we got more to play.
Dad, not 15. You're shortchanging it. It's 20 to. It's a 20 to.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon there.
You and I are just in disbelief, but in a good way.
It was a 20-2 run.
Wow.
You said it at the first set, Brad. This Mohawk team is young.
Yes.
And young teams, I don't care if you're playing volleyball, football, that's when things like that happen. On the flip side of that is is when you're looking at a game that, let's say, has definitely standing implications, as you showed the standings earlier, and you know that you want to be in them top 4 spots going in to the final home stretch. That's kind of like a playoff game, kind of like put an asterisk beside that. I'm impressed that the Wolverines did not give up. I think that is what we can go from here. Now the Wolverines got 3 sets to close this out. If they get that closed out, you're going to put an asterisk on this date on that second set.
Well, one of the things I would say, Thad, we have not, and I'm not knocking anybody on the team at all. I'm not knocking any of the games we've had here. We've had some really darn good games, and we appreciate it. We just have not seen this year yet a game that was from start to finish in favor of the Wolverines. Even the Riverside match. Riverside, everybody said it. Riverside looked so improved, and they came out, and they punched us in the face. They took one in the first set. And
yep.
Now, Wolverines battled back. Same thing here. Now, it doesn't count as a set, but you're down 15-5. You and I are checked out.
Oh, no.
We're
we were
thinking,
like,
let's go into the third set, make it happen.
Just stop the bleeding, get this over with, we'll reset and start over. I didn't say it on the broadcast, but
I am.
we're saying it now because we were both thinking it.
Yeah. So that is officially now a 2-set lead for the Wolverines. I would not be sitting here 15 minutes ago thinking we can end this.
Right,
3 sets.
right, exactly.
Again, folks, a couple things going out throughout the evenings. Coming forward-wise, tomorrow night we'll be back at Helling Stadium for 6 o'clock kickoff as the Mohawk Warriors middle school football team comes in for their matchup. I believe that is week 6 in middle school football. I may be a little bit off. I think it is 6.
I think you're right.
And Thursday night we'll be back here, a big one, and it's going to be a tough one. Definitely need a packed gym. I know football will be here to fill that one up. Thursday night against the Neshannock Lancers. We'll have to shut down Sir Lancelot and the Neshannock Lancers. And then on Friday, a big one, homecoming.
Homecoming.
Versus not the Tigers, not the Bears, but the Lions. New Brighton Lions come into play.
I think I got that hiccup set now.
I think we're okay.
Not call them
I don't think a paper is needed anymore.
No, I think we're good to go.
Going through the officials here, get the rotations all set up. 2 officials here make this a little bit more of a speedy process than what we've seen in the past. So Mohawk will start off this third set, and serving will be number 10, Estelle Wink. She had some pretty darn good serves in that second set.
Yeah, she did. She ran off about a 7-0 run. Kreitzer and hits her. Got a little out of bounds. It goes. Wink now to Figueroa, to Nacera, up to Claire Noble, and finds the weak spot. Another kill for senior Miss Claire Noble. And Claire Noble's on the homecoming court, as well as Kira Rosansky is on the homecoming court. So I can pretty much guarantee you that they will look different Friday night than they do right now in the volleyball outfits. Claire, nice dig there. And it's going out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Ellwood City. 1-1.
That's
as
tough.
Ava Pizzola was giving chase.
Yeah, it's in the scores table. You don't know what you're going to run into.
Hit. Noble now. Deep serve. And that little hits. Wink gets it. They're going to try to get it in a good play. Oh, no. I believe that was number 4, Avery Sun, that made something out of nothing and got a point out of it. It's 2 serving 2. Now Ava Pizzola with the serve. Ava, just a 10th grader, standing at 5'9". Into the net it goes. Ava, pretty good softball player too. You'll be seeing her in the softball diamond.
I remember that. Yep.
Yes. So Kira Zansky now checking in for Nacera.
Number 13 checked in for the Warriors.
And it appears Maddie Long is going to, senior Maddie Long is going to check in for Claire Noble. Caitlin Kreitzer now. We'll see her Friday night at homecoming, but she'll have a football uniform on as our kicker for the football team. Here's the serve. Gets it out there. Wink. Over to Sun. And into the net it goes. Now point for the Wolverines, 3 serving 2. Four serving 2. Kreitzer now. Oh, shot goes into the net. Tried skirting the top of the net and did not go.
Checking in now will be number 1, Marley McBride.
As well as number 11.
And that is Milena McBride. So McBrides.
The McBride sisters check in. High serve there, hitting by Maddie Long to Caitlin Kreitzer. Over to Rosansky.
Should have had a little fun about it. Top 5 Tina McBride songs.
They've never heard that before in that family. I can guarantee you that. So there's a serve. Maddie Long gets it. Going to be saved there by Figuerell. And Calandis wisely gets it over. Wink now with it. Over to Fadden. Hit there by Kreitzer to Calandis. Over to Rosansky and touches it. Oh, nice save by Wink to get it over the net. Kreitzer wisely gets it. Calandis gets it over as Kreitzer. Free play now for Mohawk. Wink gets it up there, and that's out of bounds. Good eye, good eye. Softball paying off for Calandis, too. So Wolverines get the point. It's 5 serving 4 with Chloe Bungar now doing the serving duties. Chloe now. Oh, that ball just has a flight about it. And Sun gets it over. Bungar kicks it over to Rosansky. Five serving, foul tied up now. As Delaney Sturgeon checked in.
Number 2 checked in for the Warriors.
Yep, and that's Riley Schaefer, and once again, she will be serving.
Delaney Sturgeon gets it, puts it up to Figuerell, and she found the weak spot. Mohawk got caught, getting a little close to the net that time. Luckily for the Wolverines, Figuerell saw it. I tell you what, the way some of these, like when Wink serves and Schaefer, when you get a 1 or 2 out, that's a win for the Wolverines because there's just, you got to be here to see it. You can't describe it how the flight of the ball is different when they're hitting it. Now, Miller, high serve. Gets it out there to younger McBride. Puts it up, Wink. Gets it over, up to Claire Noble. Oh, off the top of the net. And they're saying it was in. That's a point for Ellwood City.
So a little bit more conventional score here, shall we say, to start this one. 7-5 in favor of Ellwood City. Miller with the serve.
High arching serve back to McBride. Hits the rafters. And they do get it over. Calandis now. Up to Kreitzer. To Delaney. Dumps it over. Wink was waiting for it. Good play there defensively. Puts it up. Oh, and a nice dig. And they had the right idea, but I'm not. I think it was that?
It's either a 4-hit. They went and said officially carry, so either carry or 4-hit. Either way.
If it wasn't a carry, it was going to be 4 hits.
Yep. So serving now once again, 3, Chloe Fadden.
There's Miller with it to Calandis, over to Claire Noble, and down it goes, but 8 serving 6. As Nacera now checks in for Rosansky.
And the last time we went on this run, Lena Nacera was at the helm.
Yes, she was. Exact. Good point, Brad. Hard serve. Puts it up there.
What a
Miller
serve.
Over to Nacera. Puts it up there for Noble. Down it goes with authority. Claire Noble.
I'll tell you what, Claire's been on fire, but give credit, Lena, with that serve. I mean, that first initial hit for Mohawk was not clean.
Right.
That set that one up.
And I know Coach Fadden, the last time this happened, had tried some different things. This time it's deep and out of bounds it goes. The Brad Windhorst jinx continues.
It does. It does. Listen, I got Dakota on 1 JV, so we got him in the 1. I think you're at 1 there. He's at 1. I think I'm at like 50 already.
Yep. Milena McBride now serving, the junior. Hits it to Miller. Over to Nacera. Gets it up. Claire Noble just gets it over and finds the hole. Giving chase was Milena McBride. Ball falls. So Chloe Bunger now checking in for Delaney Sturgeon.
And on the flip side, number 7, Carmen Hart coming back in as well.
So Kalanis will be serving. Puts it up now. Kalanis now to Nacera. Up. Oh, and a nice kill there by Claire Noble. Not much Mohawk was going to do with that one.
Yeah, that front line, unfortunately, for the Warriors have kind of fallen apart here just a little bit in this second and third set.
Is the Ellwood City maybe doing something a little bit different too?
I have a feeling that has something to do with it. Yep.
Kalanis punching that ball over. Wink puts it up. Pizzolo gets it over. Miller close to the net. Nacera, I thought, touched it, but they say no. Puts it up now. Pizzolo, nice punch by Ava Pizzolo. Going to be a point for Mohawk. Now 8 serving 11. Now Wink, dangerous on the serve. We've seen her already do that here this evening. Miller gets it to Kalanis. They got to get it over. Puts it up. And Rivas gets it. And Kalanis wisely lets it go. I would not have done that. I would have been, it was right there for her to hit. And she didn't do it. Emma Figueroa now checking in for Miller. Claire Noble now set up to serve. It's up there, goes into the rafters. Wink plays it off there. Hits it over was number 4, and that is going to be out of bounds. Avery Sun gave chase. Now Noble serving 13, serving 8. Just over the net. Kicks it up there. Wink now puts it up there. And hit there, and almost would have been out of bounds, I think. But given chase was Nacera. She hit it.
Yeah, unfortunately on those, when in doubt, you don't really have a choice. You might as well try and attempt it.
Yep.
Substitution once again for Mohawk. Number 13, Sarah Hampson. She'll come in, and she will be serving for the Warriors.
Hit there by Kreitzer. Close to the net, but played by Nacera. Chloe tried to get it over. And
see if the Warriors can make a run here. 13-10. Just
only down by 3.
Yeah, hanging around in this one.
Noble to Nacera. Up to Figueroa. Blocked, but saved there by Nacera. Punches it over. It would have been out, but this was played. Wink now. Punches it over. Nice play by Noble. Over to Nacera. Up to Figueroa. Hits and given chase. And that's going to be out of bounds. Great hustle there by Mohawk. Just not able to get her to fall where they want it. Now Rosansky checking in for Nacera.
As well as Maddie Long will give Claire Noble a little bit of a break. It's a little bit of offense and defensive switching here. Just a little bit of a break for both. Both of them have
Kreitzer now
had a good night.
Puts it up there. Puts it up. Punches it over. Nice save by Kreitzer. Figueroa, it's blocked. She gets it back. Hits it. Little communication issue there as Kreitzer tried to take out Figueroa.
That was like a football play
it
right
was like
there.
She was trying to tackle somebody coming up the middle.
Oh, man. I will go on record saying football and volleyball are 2 sports that should never, ever be played at the same time.
So, and McBride in to Kalanis. It goes. Kreitzer up to, into the net. Yeah, net violation as I believe one of the McBrides cheated up there a little too close. Now 15 serving 11. Delaney Sturgeon going to check in for Kalanis. There's Bungar. Oh, and a nice serve, but a nice save. Can she get it over? Does McBride? Yes, she does. Bungar kicks it up over to Figueroa, and she wisely just dumps it over the net. Would have been net violation as well. 16, serving 11. We're on the jinx thing. I'm not going to say it. So Bungar now serves it to the left side this time. Wink gets it up there. Picks it up. Maddie Long hits the ball. Rosansky, oh, just out of bounds. Had the right idea, but outside the line.
Couple substitutions for both teams. Kalanis comes back in for the libero for Ellwood, and number 2, Riley Schaefer, comes in once again to serve here. Try to get this one close. 16-12 Wolverines.
A nice dig there by Figueroa. Punches it over. Wisely was Kreitzer. Not much she could have done with that. Picks it up there. Fadden. Nice dig. Puts it up. Delaney puts it over. Tried to get a little too cute that time, and she did not touch it. Oh, she did.
It's a net violation
Yeah,
there.
Delaney got into the net. Dadgum. 13 serving 16. High serve there. Maddie Long to Kreitzer. Up to Rosansky. Got to get it over. Fadden, and she does. Kalanis, free play for the Wolverines. Kreitzer over to Rosansky. Tried to kill. Puts it up. Fadden once again. Tipped there by Delaney Sturgeon. Up there for Figueroa. And finds the weak spot. Perfect placement for Emma. Point for the Wolverines. 17 serving 13. Emma's going to check out, and we'll let Miss Miller come in to do the serving duties.
That bent and curved straight down, cross-court shot. Nice shot.
Also, Claire Noble checking in for Maddie Long.
Yep, so back to front line here.
Puts it up there, going to be McBride, puts it up, and on the line. Perfect placement by Malena McBride to get the point. Pizzolo coming in now for Hampson.
Fadden with the serve.
14 serving 17. This time, Genovesa Miller up. And Kreitzer went to hit it. And went out of bounds. So 15 serving 17 is Fadden with the serve. Genovesa Miller puts it up there. Delaney, into the net that time, I believe was Pizzolo. And I think Delaney Sturgeon got lucky that Pizzolo went into the net before she did.
Agreed.
Because they were both.
I wasn't looking too pretty for the Wolverines, but you give up a point, you get a point back.
Yes,
we move
you'd
on.
like to keep that 3-point lead. Love to make it more as Nacera with the serve. Picks it up. Her spinning the ball when it's in bounce.
Absolutely.
Kalanis up to Nacera. Just punches it over as Kreitzer. It's deep. Nice play there. Trying to get it over is McBride. She does. Genovesa Miller. It's close to the net. Nice punch, and it's on the line. That ball was in. Not sure who hit it.
Nope, they're going to say out.
Out.
Yep, I think it was out.
Point
Okay,
Wolverines.
Very close to that line.
Well,
but it was right
from our
there.
angle, I could.
It's right there. Yeah.
Yep. Nacera now just gets it over the net. Puts it up. Going to be up there to Wink. Just punches it over to Kreitzer. Communication, they get it down. Noble just does get it over. Not much they could have done with that one. Now up again, Pizzolo with the hit to Kalanis. Over to Claire Noble. Bang. It was up, hits the rafters. And that was a great dig by Marley McBride, the sophomore, as she went, but the ball goes into the rafters. It's so hard to play it off there. Nacera now, 2-0 run. Way back in there deep. Played there by McBride. Pizzolo gets it over. Kicks it up for Nacera. Puts it up for Claire Noble, and off the wall it goes, and a nice, valiant effort there. I love the hustle of this Mohawk team. You said it before, they're young. They're going to do nothing to get better. The parts are there.
Yep. Experience. A little bit more.
The Sarah now. And hit there by Pizzolo. Kicks it up. McBride calls for it. Hits the rafters.
Yep.
And anytime it hits the rafters, going over before, if you hit it on the rafters on the other side, it's a point.
Yep.
For the other team.
Checking back in number 13, that is Sarah Hampson for Mohawk. As we got crunch time, 22-15.
Yep, there's Nacera. Deep serve, played there by McBride. Kicks it up, Wink just dumps it over to Noble, to Nacera. Nice dig there by McBride. Kicks it up over and out of bounds it goes. Love the effort by Hampson. Sticking with it. The 10th grader standing at 5'4", got up there as high as she could. So now Nacera, 23-15. Hard serve this time. It's there to Fadden. Kalanis to Nacera. Hits it up there to Noble and punches it over. Nice dig. Trying to get it over and saved it there. Oh, is that a net violation, Dakota?
4 hits.
Oh, four hits?
Officially 4,
okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's when it hit the line, she touched it over. Okay.
Yep.
So we got ourselves set match point. 24-15. Here comes Nacera. Puts it up, Delaney, gone. Oh. So that's the game, folks, 25-15. I think for the first time this year, Brad, we can say the Wolverines won it in 3 sets.
That was the most unconventional 3-0, 3-0 that the Wolverines will gladly take.
They'll take it.
Absolutely.
As the big win happens
Yep.
for the Wolverines, folks. Section win. A lot of other section games going on tonight. As always, folks, keep track of us on our Twitter, the EC Wolverines Facebook page, as well as ecwolverines.com. And don't forget, folks, you can check this game or any other games that we broadcast immediately following the game for your viewing pleasure. And tomorrow night, you guys doing middle school?
Yep, absolutely. 6 p.m. at Helling Stadium.
We'll be back here as we take on the Shannon. Get a big crowd here, folks. We're going to need you. Big section matchup against a team that's in the top 6, I believe, 6 or 7 in the WPIAL. And then, of course, Friday night homecoming. I'm not sure what time we're going on air yet. I've not seen an email about that just yet. It's probably going to be.
I would say 6:30. Expect 6:30.
I would expect before that.
Yeah.
Because of the.
They'll start at 6:30
before that. So, with that, folks, got anything else, guys?
That's it. I'm good to go.
On behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall, producer, Statman, the guy that knows it all, Mr. Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Have a good night, everybody.